Good morning, guys. Kind of going to do a gamut of a few different topics in this video. Is Bitcoin going to crash to 50,000? What are the reasons for that? Could we see a bounce right now? I do think we could see a bounce today, so I think you guys watching this video is pretty prudent. For those of you guys looking to get money in the market, I do think we are in a bounce zone. I'll explain that. And then I want to talk to you guys a little bit about what we're going to be talking about on Friday in our future forecast. This is on our membership website. You guys will see in the description. Basically, I'm going to be focusing on portfolio allocation. A lot of questions coming in, and this is my portfolio, $752,000. Just so everybody knows, even if you guys are brand new to this channel, $520,000 is my break even. So we are, $232,000 in profit, and we've been able to be in profit this much because we worked all the way through the bear market. We put a quite decent amount of money into Bitcoin between December 20th and December 23rd of 2022. We were able to time the bottom very well with the indicators. I also know that God gave me a lot of grace and wisdom to be able to time that bottom, and we're excited of where this can go for us. Now, really quickly looking at the portfolio, we get this question of, Travis, what are your top holdings and what do you feel like will do best? Well, I want to go this real quick. These right here, I feel like these are best. Now, I want everyone to kind of listen here. These are my top holdings, Solana all the way down to Bonk, based off a medium to semi-high risk portfolio. And the reason why I do this is that if we are going to see a big recession coming, potentially with rate cuts being the first trigger, then I don't want to have a lot of money in very, very high speculative altcoins, which I would categorize as Ocean, FET, which is now ASI, Optimism, Mutable X, Internet Computer, and such like that, Injective. Even Cody I would put into that category, and potentially Quantum and Hedera. So when Bitcoin drops, these are going to drop 2 to 3x. So what I've done is I've structured my portfolio in a way where I can still see incredible returns, which I think the market still has about 3 to 5x that we could see on these altcoins here for a peaking market. But I've done this in a way where it's medium risk, because there are some signs in the market, guys, that I don't know if you guys are looking at. If you're watching YouTube videos and you've just, have a bunch of hopium, just, I don't mean to be rude, but you guys are just watching all the euphoric signs in the market and not looking at, indicators that could say we could have already hit the top, then you're not getting a full grasp on the market. So can I just take a second here? I'm going to dip into member-only content just for a moment here. I won't do this a lot. Maybe once a month I'll show a couple charts, but let me zoom around here for a little bit. Actually, I nailed it on the first shot. There we go. That was lucky. So here's one of the metrics that I don't know if a lot of people who are very bullish are even looking at. We tend to search out data that supports our bias. And wisdom, I believe, does not do that. I believe wisdom looks at both sides of the coin. And you actually need to look at people who have opposing opinions. If you're an emperor, if you are a man high up in your company, do not surround yourself with people who are all yes men. Keep at least some people on the side that oppose your opinions with respect. You will have greater wisdom. With that principle in mind, one of the signs that I've been watching very closely with our members is USDT. Do you guys know that every time USDT has hit the ascending support line, it has marked the exact tops for cryptocurrency before it moves back down? And the last cycle, when USDT hit the support line, it marked our tops. And we have hit the support line here. And what you guys are seeing on USDT is we are almost forming a higher high formation here, looking like we're trying to push into an uptrend. If this pushes into an uptrend, there's no way Bitcoin is going to create a new all-time high. There's no way, guys. And so one of the things that we're watching for is we may have peaked here. And the next question is, well, how low are we going to go? This is going to depend on a few things. It's going to depend on the S&P 500. When rate cuts come into the market, because historically rate cuts, let me just draw this out here, Fed, okay, FED, Fed rate cuts have historically crashed the S&P 500. Now, this is something people don't think about. You guys are probably fed a lot of this data that says when interest rates drop, you think, okay, money is cheaper to borrow. And if money is cheaper to borrow, this means businesses can take out loans cheaper. They can, the local economy can start bouncing back. That's not the case. I'm not going to show that chart because I'm going to save it for our members, but you guys need to understand that when rates drop, it's actually one of the signs that we could be heading into a recession. It's not a good thing. It's backwards, but people don't look at that stuff because I'm not trying to be rude, guys, but a lot of people look for one side of the coin because they want to feel good about their research. But we need to be looking at both sides. Now, I'm not going to just say this is all bearish and be a perma bear. That's not me. I actually do think Bitcoin has quite a bit of maturity. So let's talk a little bit and real quickly about maybe a reason why I think we could move back up here. Giving you guys both sides of the perspective. We are at a very strong bounce zone right here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 areas here where we've held a lot of strong support. And this support level here is held up by a lot of buy limits. The thing, I remember asking God one time, I was like, God, I want to become a really good trader. I want to be able to give people really good wisdom. And I remember him telling me this, or I feel like I heard him tell me this. He said, Travis, you need to look behind the charts. Not to say that price action doesn't hold great value, but you need to look behind the charts. And so we started to find software that was able to do this with, obviously like the liquidity heat map. But I'll show this to you guys real quick. And we won't show this on YouTube for easily for the next month or so because we're going to keep this for our members. But we're able to actually view exactly where all of the buy limits and the sell limits are for Bitcoin. And when you can see these walls being built over here, for sell limits, there's a reason why price hasn't gone up above $72,000, $73,000 because we have a massive sell wall of sell limits. And this is how you look behind the charts, behind the candles. But a reason why I'm getting fairly bullish, and I called this out to our members yesterday, if we are going to move down, if you see any type of ticking down below $60,000, it may be a really good time to buy. The reason why I said that is we are now pushing down into this conglomerate of buys, which is going to be difficult for Bitcoin to pass through. And usually, if I can take out my little art drawing skills, this will usually act as a trampoline for price to push the price back up because it's a wall. And if we come down here and actually we can see, this is kind of fun, we can see how many Bitcoin are down here. So 168 Bitcoin is at 59,000. 91.63, we have a bigger chunk here at 58,000 is 256. And then we have some more built up at the bottom. The point is that I see a lot of people say we're going to crash back down, or we're going to experience doomsday here. If we are, it's going to be difficult because we can see back over here when we did have this kind of a chunk of buy limits down here, it marked the bottom. And even more so, if we can look over here and look at just how thick these buy limits were here, price is not going to break down below this. This is basically like who's going to sell, like look at where the sell limits are, who's going to sell into this wall? Who's going to be able to make it through? Not too many people. Even there's big institutions that won't be able to make it through that. So what I'm not saying is I'm not saying that you can't break through here. I'm saying that this is a wall that's being built, and this is strong evidence that I'll just give you guys the price. If Bitcoin moves to $59,000, that is it is slamming into the wall. It's hitting a wall right now at 60,000, just so you guys know. So it may not be a bad time to dollar cost average in, but this is one of the signs I'm looking for. Now, we have way more charts than this that we show for our members, and I will not be showing those because I want to keep it private and keep honoring them. But one of the signs that we're looking for here is either a bounce up, or if we do move back down, a concerning point for me is if we break this low. So this low here sits at about 58,200. If we break this, you guys know we're going to get a high, a low, a lower high, and lower low formation, which once this gets broken here, visually, people will be looking for the 1, 2, and the 3 touch on the bull flag. Now, overall, again, both sides of the coin says you can't just look at this whole thing as being bearish. You can't do that because this whole pattern here is a bull flag, and an impulse move up followed by a channel move sideways or a descending wedge usually breaks to the upside about 85% of the time. And when we've got indicators down here, looking at trades in favor being this low as well as well money flow this low. The last time these were this low together, like look at this, wells sold to this degree as well as trades in favor this low. It reminds me of times over here where we were this low, where they synced up, where it did mark local bottoms and we did see some moves back up. Not only that time, but it reminds me, if you guys see my the lines on the chart there, like if I go like this and I draw a line that way, look at those crosshairs. This is the same level we were back over here. Trades in favor is the same level it was back over here. Do you guys see how this is like pairing up right here? That and right here, same levels being hit, same type of what we would call capitulation in the market. So I do think that we have a higher chance of moving back up here and seeing some type of move back up versus coming back down and hitting like $50,000, okay? So that's kind of an update I wanted to give you guys. Now, again, today's Wednesday, so on Friday, in our membership, we are going to be going over portfolio allocation. I have a big chart that I've shown before, and I'm going to be showing this to you guys of what is the best portfolio to create for yourselves to make the most money in this market that is medium to high risk. A lot of the clients that we work with are, 40 years and older. We are not here trying to speculate meme coins that could pump 100 to 200x. There are other channels you guys can find for that. We use sound wisdom over here. We look at both sides of the equation. And really, I'm trading this money in my account for my daughter and my son, and we're doing very well. And we've been given, I believe God's given us a lot of wisdom. So we are going to be in coins that I think could still do 3 to 5x. But at the same time be conservative and not throw all of our money into speculative AI and gaming tokens and coins, but have a good investment that can make great gains, but also potentially hedging a crash if the Fed interest rates drop. I know I'm putting a lot on you guys here, but on Friday I'm going to come out with a video and I'm going to explain this all to you guys. So snag a membership to be upfront as I go into just a little bit of sales, I guess, here, if that's okay. The membership is $65 a month. It is very affordable, okay? Watch that. On top of this, we do have trade setups. We have the highest win record ever recorded online, actually, for trading that we can find, and especially crypto. 202 wins. Truthfully, we are 0 losses. You don't have to believe us. Look at the performance record. We keep track of everything. And it shows all of our watch list of what we can call out. And you guys can see this over here. You can see the total wins. We use buy limits, the percentage chance of a first buy limit. Like out of all the strategies that we've done, only 14.36% of our trades have used one buy limit, and only 1.49% have used 2 buy limits, and we have never even used a 3rd buy limit. So 84% of our trades, they win without ever using any risk management. I'm not trying to tell you guys not to use risk management. I think it's a very good idea, but just letting you guys know what we're accomplishing over here, because I kind of feel like we are, I don't want to pat myself on the back. I feel like we're kind of a little bit of a diamond in the rough. We don't have a lot of subscribers, but I feel like we've been really blessed with a lot of wisdom to do really well. So anyways, active trade setups at the moment. And I did just call a new trade setup as of this morning, about 10 minutes ago, if you guys want to look at that on the website. So snag a membership. We do have the biggest indicator sale going on that we've ever ran for 4th of July. Snag the indicator pro pack. You guys will get $250 off. Literally, we've never ran a coupon code this big for 4th of July. And this is going to be ending Friday at 5 p.m. And then you guys will get $400 off the top and bottom finder, so you guys can copy my charts that you guys see over here. Top and bottom finder, price per swell, money flow, trades in favor are the 3 indicators we use for all of our trade setups. So if you guys want to have the indicators and tools we use to go 202 wins and 0 losses, that's what we use. Okay. If you guys want that, that's all in the description. Jake will come out with some videos today to keep you updated, but I'm going to start comprising this future forecast model for Friday to show you guys what I'm investing into to give us the greatest returns that is a medium to high risk portfolio. I do think that we are in a very good buy zone at the moment, just so you guys know. And I would not doubt if we start to see some type of movement back up here because the buy wall is so strong. So guys, you won't be seeing those charts for well over a month or maybe 2 months. We only show that to members, but I want to do a special thing for you guys today. If you have never joined us, those are just a few charts of many charts that we look at, which we'll never share on YouTube, just to honor the members that we have. All right, guys, I love you. Watch Jake's videos coming out, and I definitely would love to see you guys Friday as we go over portfolio allocation to make the most money in crypto. God bless you guys, and we'll chat later. Bye-bye.